we're going to talk about how to morph a word. You're going to be word morphing in one of your stations. So in order to word morph, you need to understand what that means. Well, the word morph just means to change. When you morph a word, you are changing how it's spelled, how it looks. You're changing even the function it has in a sentence, but you're not changing what it means. You're just changing how you might use it in context with other words. I'm going to give you an example. Let's start with a word we all understand, like happy. Okay? So here I have the word happy. So let's think about what other words we could get from the word happy. Well, happiness is an example. What we would do is change the Y to I and add the suffix ness. Now what we've done is we've morphed it. Happy is an adjective because it describes how something or someone is. Happiness is a noun because you can have happiness. Adding the suffix ness to a word makes it a noun. Happiness. What else can we do? What if we wanted to turn it into an adverb? Well, then we would write happily. Again, we change the Y to an I because we don't want to have too many Y's in there. And we have the word happily. Now you may be familiar with the suffix ly because it makes words into adverbs. It tells you how you do something. Maybe you kick a ball or sing a song happily. So happily is now an adverb. Now these words all mean the same thing, but depending on the way we want to use them, we would have to choose a different form or morph of the word happy. We couldn't say, I've got so much happy today, because that wouldn't make sense, because happy is an adjective. You need a noun. You could say, I have so much happiness today. Or, I take this money happily, which makes sense. We wouldn't say, I take this money happiness. That doesn't make sense. Take is a verb. How do we take it? Happily. Happily is an adverb. Okay? Now that's pretty easy. Let's try some other words. How about a word that you all learned with Miss McClure? How about the word tenacious? Have you thought about that word much? I like it. The word tenacious on its own describes how someone or something is, which makes it an adjective. Okay? As a matter of fact, this ending right here, I-O-U-S, creates adjectives. Sometimes you can add that suffix to other roots and make them into adjectives. It doesn't work all the time, but you can give it a try. What other words can we come up with for tenacious? Let's see. How about tenacity? Okay? If you are a tenacious person, if you've got that strive and that perseverance and you're just really stubborn like me, then you are tenacious. But if you have tenacity, that means you have that quality of being tenacious. But tenacity is a noun. So depending on my sentence, I would have to choose which form of the word tenacity to use. We could keep going. Tenaciousness. Now we have the suffix ness stuck on there. We've actually got two. We've got shus and ness. Ness makes it a noun. Okay? There's my noun suffix. Tenaciousness, also a noun. Okay? Someone possesses tenaciousness. These two might be interchangeable depending on the way you want to word the sentence. Can I keep going? I think so. Tenaciously. That makes it an adverb. There's my ly. So now I'm talking about how I do something. I tenaciously videotaped myself to show my students. Okay, tenaciously. That is an adverb. Because it describes how I do something. Alright, so there I have morphed the word tenacious into 3 other forms. So now I've got 4 forms of the word tenacious that I can use in a sentence. Okay? But wait, folks, she's not done yet. How about the word enjoy? That's pretty simple, right? We all understand enjoy. Before I show you some morphs of the word enjoy, I want you to think to yourself while you're watching this, what are some other forms of the word enjoy? They mean the same thing, but you use them differently depending on the context of your sentence. What form of speech is enjoy? Do you know what function it is? Is it something you do? If you answered yes while you're sitting and watching this, then you're crazy. Just kidding, you're not. If you answered yes, it's something you do, then you would recognize that enjoy is a verb. You enjoy the game, okay? Well, you can have enjoyment. All you have to do is take your word enjoy, add the suffix ment, which creates nouns, and now you have enjoyment. And that's a noun. It's something you can have or possess, which makes it a noun. Okay? Now, I'm going to see if I can make an adjective. What about the word enjoyable? That's how something can be, right? It is an enjoyable experience to go to Jump Zone. That's where I'm going tonight with my daughter. Okay? I just add able, and it describes how something is. It is enjoyable. There's an adjective. Okay? Makes sense? Now, if I wanted to dig even deeper into this word, I could pull out the root word, which is not enjoy. The root word is joy. En is added to it as a prefix. Prefixes go at the beginning, pre. Suffixes go at the end. And you can add them to words, and you can make all kinds of different words from it. From joy, I can get joyful, joyfully. You can just keep going, all right? Does this make sense how to morph a word? If you have any questions, I want you to jot them down somewhere and bring them with you to the teacher station next week, this week, okay? Now, I like to keep tools in my classroom to help you with these tasks. So I'm going to give you an up-close look of something you've seen before, but maybe you didn't pay much attention to. So here we go. Hang on. Oh, the earth is moving. Okay, so here's my vocab tree. You might have noticed this before. What we've got are some root words here on the roots. Hey, get it? Get it? We've looked at some of these before. It's just been a while. Scribe or script, that means to write. Tract means to pull or draw. Mot means to move. I've got some, but you know what? There are hundreds of others that even aren't on this tree yet. Here in the pink on the branches are my suffixes. See, there's ious. There's ist. It's a noun. It's a person who does that. There's mint. It's a noun. There's eyes. We talked about that in station. Full. And the list goes on. I'll get some more of my pink cards out and see if I can find some more suffixes to put on this tree. And on the other side here we have some prefixes. You can use these to morph words too. Morphing words is not only available with a suffix. You could morph a word by adding a prefix. Something to remember though, not every suffix is going to fit on every word, right? Not every prefix is going to fit on every word. Sometimes there are other options, like in, un, and in have the same meaning, but you don't interchange them. Some words are in, impossible. Some words are unstoppable. Okay? It just depends on the word itself. Another tool that'll help you when you morph words is a good old dictionary. Sometimes if you're feeling stuck, you can't think of any morphs for a word, or if you only got one or two and you want to really explore it, just look at a dictionary. These red ones are really the best. They've got more words in them than the blue ones. Let's take a look at happy there. Look, there it is. And if you look above it, you see happily. And look, it even tells you the function, the part of speech, adjective. Happiness, noun. There's happy. Look, happier. And this means you can add that to it, happiest. It's given you 4 morphs right there. And if you're really curious about where the word happy comes from, you can even look up. If I can find it without looking with my eyes, there, hap. It means good luck. Who knew? So that's why we say something is happy, because it means good luck. Wow, isn't that interesting?